Welcome back to Level Up Your Life and the final part of our series on the future of leadership. In Part 1, we exposed the flaws of the old command and control model. In Part 2, we revealed the incredible power of skills often labeled feminine, like empathy, EI, and collaboration. If you missed either, links are below. But we left off with a paradox. If these skills are so effective, why the massive leadership gap? Today in Part 3, we dive headfirst into the messy reality. We're confronting the bias that holds people back, navigating the nuance of skills versus stereotypes, and looking at the future trends demanding this leadership evolution right now. Let's finish strong and figure out how to lead in the real world. Time to get uncomfortable, because ignoring this is like ignoring a gaping wound. We need to talk about the systemic biases holding things back. It often starts with this insidious idea, the think manager, think male brain bug. Deep-seated stereotypes equate leadership qualities with masculinity, while communal traits associated with women are seen as weak. The result? Men often get tagged as natural leaders, while women's potential is overlooked. It's like judging a fish on its ability to climb a tree designed by monkeys. And that leads directly to the double bind. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's the ultimate catch-22 for women. Act assertive? Backlash. She's abrasive, bossy, a bitch. Act collaborative? Not leader material, too soft. It punishes women either way, maintaining the status quo. If you need cold hard proof, the numbers are grim. Women CEOs in the Fortune 500? Stuck at roughly 10.4%. Globally, only about 33 to 34% of senior managers are women. The gender pay gap? Women average 83 to 85 cents for every dollar men earn. Even in like-for-like roles, it's often 99 cents, highlighting persistent underlying discrimination. For Latinas, the gap is wider at roughly 58 cents. And for Black women, about 66 cents for every dollar earned by white men. Progress remains undeniably glacial. And the justifications for this glacial progress? You might hear some pathetically predictable lines from the typical bro CEO playbook, something like, "Look, the wage gap keeps the economy, interesting, builds character, gotta afford my third yacht somehow." The excuses are pathetic. These gaps aren't random. They're the result of ingrained bias, double standards, lack of access, and subtle prejudices. It's not a pipeline problem, it's a prejudice problem. Okay, deep breath. But wait. Some argue, rightly, that gendering leadership traits itself is problematic. Leadership is about skills anyone can learn, not gender. Constantly labeling traits reinforces stereotypes, limits everyone, and erases non-binary folks. Plus, research often finds few actual behavioral differences once people are in leadership roles. Perception bias is huge. So yes, focusing only on gendered traits is risky. But here's the provocative twist. Why were these skills devalued in the first place? Because they were coded as feminine in male-dominated power structures. Anything linked to femininity was deemed lesser. So the current surge in valuing empathy and collaboration isn't just a skills update. It's a fundamental revaluation of qualities historically dismissed because they were associated with women. The irony is thick. The system now needs the very qualities it suppressed. Which brings us to the really controversial question, are women currently better positioned? Given socialization and research showing higher average EI and transformational ratings in women, do they have an advantage now? Or is asking this dangerous gender essentialism? Does it stereotype, ignore empathetic men, overlook assertive women? Think of the French croissant analogy. Lifelong immersion gives an edge, but anyone can learn. The danger is assuming only natives can order, or that ordering is all they can do. Perhaps the most productive path isn't declaring one gender better. It's universally valuing these skills, decoupling them from gender stereotypes, and cultivating them in all leaders. But, crucial but, we can't ignore that these skills are more associated with women currently, and women often excel at them despite bias. Acknowledging this messy truth is key. So, why are these skills non-negotiable right now? Several massive shifts are demanding them. Think about the hybrid and remote work revolution. It demands trust, connection, empathy, and high EI to manage scattered teams effectively. Command and control fails remotely. Then layer on AI disruption. As machines handle routine tasks, uniquely human skills skyrocket in value. Creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, and especially EI. Leaders become coaches and culture builders, guiding people through change with empathy. Plus, there's growing pressure around stakeholder capitalism and ESG, environmental, social, and governance. Balancing diverse stakeholder needs requires deep listening, trust building, ethical decision-making, and purpose-driven leadership, all rooted in relational skills. And finally, we absolutely cannot ignore post-pandemic well-being. Employee mental health is critical. Empathetic leadership that prioritizes well-being isn't optional. It's essential for retention, engagement, and basic business continuity. So what does this all mean? The future of work, hybrid, AI-infused, purpose-driven, human-focused, is screaming for leaders who are empathetic, collaborative, emotionally intelligent. What does this mean for you? All right, level uppers, let's bring this series home. We've seen the old command and control model for the dinosaur it is, ineffective, often toxic, and out of sync. We've uncovered the truth. Skills often stereotyped as feminine. Deep empathy, genuine collaboration, sharp emotional intelligence, transformational inspiration aren't weaknesses. They are potent, proven power tools, essential for navigating the future. Yes, the biases are infuriatingly real and must be fought. Yes, these are skills anyone can cultivate. But the evidence is clear. The future demands these historically undervalued capabilities. This isn't about men versus women. This is about embracing effective, human-centered leadership over outdated models. Leveling up your life and career means leveling up how you think about power. It means leaning into empathy, collaboration, and EI. That's the ultimate power move in 2025 and beyond. It's time to ditch the dusty macho myths and start leading like the future depends on it. Because, honestly, it kind of does. So here's what I want you to do after watching this 3-part series. What's one feminine leadership trait? Maybe radical empathy? Maybe kick-ass collaboration? Maybe just actually listening, that you're committing to leveling up in your own life or career. Share your commitment in the comments below. Let's inspire each other. Also, if this whole series sparked something, made you think, or just made you laugh at the bro CEO, slam that like button. It helps spread this message and tells the YouTube algorithm you dig this kind of real talk. And hey, if you aren't subscribed after all this, what are you waiting for? If you want more strategies to become a more powerful, effective, and human leader, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. We drop fresh insights regularly. Don't forget to share this series. Know someone who needs this reality check? A colleague? Your boss? Your friend who thinks leadership means yelling louder? Let's rewrite the definition of power together. Finally, thank you so much for watching all 3 parts of this series, for engaging, for challenging the status quo with me. Stay awesome, keep leveling up, and I'll see you in the next video.